Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's Jonathan B.T. Smith checking in. I'm here at the lagoon, just enjoying life. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. So welcome to the Lagoon God channel. I'm going to be showing you what I do to make passive income. That way I can spend every day here, working on my health, getting the beautiful sun rays in, getting that good vitamin D and all the other vitamins and nutrients that come with being in the sun. We got tikis here. We got beach chairs. We got a bar right here. Gets pretty serious over here. Not too many people here today, nice and comfy. You can get yourself some space, So yeah, tap into the Patreon and the link. I'm dropping a lot of good gems on there. Not only do I have advice about how to make income, but there's a lot of steps you gotta take, before and after you get the income, A lot of tips and tricks that I got that I wanna share with y'all. A lot of game, a lot of advice. So make sure you tap in to the Patreon, subscribe, get you the basic package. Nothing too much, Just just a little something to invest in yourself, To all my people out there that's needing a little bit of guidance, just a little bit of motivation, You're around people, they don't believe in your dreams. They say you can't do this, you can't do that. There's ways to get away from them people. There's ways to train your mind to not think about those people. Ways to train your mind to not let them get to you. You got to take your mind and you got to protect it. You got to isolate it. You got to demand that people get out of your head, You got to kick them out of your mind, kick them out of your thoughts. You got to do it forcefully. It's not just going to happen. You wake up every day and you got these people in your mind, the things they say, could be because you care about them, could be because you want to help them. A lot of people just want to distract you, and they know they distracting you. They make up these things to do or to say or opinions, and none of it helps you. It all just distracts you and stresses you out, gives you anxiety. You trying to help them out. You trying to reason with them. You trying to tell yourself that one day they're going to change, one day they're going to be better, but they never change. They never get better. They stay the same. They got attitudes towards you, They don't want to take a picture of you. They don't want to take a video of you. They don't want you to take a picture of yourself. They don't want you to take a video of yourself. Like, just throwing off the whole vibe, You got to get around like-minded people. People who are on the same frequency as you. People who got the same dreams as you. People who dream like you. You gotta find these people, You You gotta find these people. But while you're looking, you gotta, watch out for the scammers. Watch out for the scammers, Protect your information, protect your interests, A lot of dream sellers out there. They sell you dreams just to scam you, Sell you dreams just to scam you, get you out your money. You know what I mean? They got just, even some of that advice they give it ain't them gems that you need, Also, I'm gonna be dropping gems that I get from a lot of, influencers and creators that I watch online. Sometimes you might be looking through an hour worth of YouTube content. You only get one gem, 1-2 gems, but you got to be paying attention for that. You got to be ready for it. You got to be looking for it. And you got to stop everything you're doing to write it down and remember it, things like that. So make sure you subscribe to my Patreon. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of gems that I got, letting you know where I got it from. Real reputable sources, people who are successful. I'm gonna even be, reading through some books and giving you the gems that I found in there, Talking about hours and hours and hours worth of reading that I'm gonna save you by just, identifying what you need and then giving it to you on the Patreon, sharing it with you, letting you know what time it is, letting you know what you need to be doing, letting you know what you need to be focused on. Everybody you come across is focused on something different. They're not focused on this right here. They're not focused on being healthy. They're not focused on making money, making a lot of money so you can. Making money is for your health. When you got a lot of money in the bank, it relieves your anxiety. It relieves your stress, because you know that you're good for the next however many years. 3, 4, 5, 10 years, 20 years, you good. You got it all figured out. But when you don't have it all figured out, that's when your mind is racing, Your mind is racing. You keep thinking about what you're gonna do next, how you're gonna get your next dollar, what hustle you gotta come up with. You gotta wake up every day, start running around, drinking coffee, putting all that caffeine in your body, all that sugar in your body, all that non-natural sugar in your body, just to figure out, what's your money looking like. You don't want to be like that. The world respects the calmness in people, the relaxation in people. They could feel it in you, they could see it in you, and it radiates and it goes into them, And they want to be around you because they want to absorb that, the good people. The good people who see the good things, want to have a good time. You get me? So, like I said, this is the first episode. And I'm going to keep it going, Keep it going, keep it coming. Keep the good game, good energy, good vibes coming for you. So, link in the description. Jonathan B.T. Smith is the name on all platforms. You can find me on there. And that's what it is, man. Lagoon God. Signing off. See you next time.